All right, people, what the hell is going on? It is late night, early morning. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It is. But I went down this goddamn rabbit hole with this Life is Strange double exposure shit. The last video that I made, I haven't even really checked to see what it did. I'm pretty sure it pissed some people off. But, you know, this one ain't going to do nothing. They going to do much better. But, of course, I'm on YouTube's. And I've been watching a bunch of reviews and retrospectives and shit on Life is Strange and blah, blah, blah. You know, not that it's exclusive to Life is Strange, but it's a bunch of fucking crybabies with this whole thing with Life is Strange, double exposure, and whatever the fuck is for that shit takes up a lot of my attention for something I really don't have that much goddamn interest in. It's funny how that shit happens, ain't it? You know, and I'm sitting here, I'm watching these retrospectives, I'm watching these reviews because YouTube think that's all the fuck I want to watch. And after you watch a bunch of them, you get this common take I keep getting. Everybody keeps bringing up Marvel. Everybody keeps bringing up fucking Marvel. Marvel. Such and such did this and blah, blah, blah. And she turned into a Marvel villain. You know, Marvel ain't the only motherfucker that got villains, right? Y'all know y'all can use other words other than Marvel, right? You know, there's others out there. DC has villains, good ones. You know, and for what you talking about, this shit is irritating when you watch, because I'm watching all these different people from all over the goddamn planet make these videos, and they all say the same shit. It's like one person said it, they went and looked at their video, now they went and made a video and said it. Sophie just all of a sudden turned into a Marvel villain. Shut the fuck up. You know, and then everybody's complaining about, you know, and then they starting to do this Marvel thing. The fuck you talking about? The fuck you talking about, Marvel thing? You know, I didn't want them to go and get Alex and the other, you know, because they got other characters, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking 4 of these goddamn shows, right? With powered people in it. There's a couple of DLCs that got people in it without powers, but actually it's 3 DLCs with characters that don't have powers. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that's, at this point, 3, maybe 4 people with powers. And the way that the shit ended, now everybody complaining that they might be leaning towards a team up or some kind of gathering of all these other people with powers. And they are complaining about it. That's the last thing I want them to do. You know, to turn it into some kind of Marvel universe. You know, Marvel universe, yeah, whatever. Marvel universe. That's all the fuck you know how to say is Marvel. You know, DC has a universe. You know, M. Night Shyamalan had a universe. Was anybody complaining about that? You know, with Glass. You know what I'm saying? Multi-Man with his fucking multi-purpose, his goddamn, what they call it, multiple personality disorder, whatever the fuck. And Rain Man, I don't know what the fuck to call him. Unbreakable, Bruce Willis. You know, was anybody complaining about that? Because I'm pretty sure some people saw that coming. Ain't nobody complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? I watched all of that shit. It was fine. It wasn't great. It was fine. But you got these people, they have this property, they got this IP. And folks, it's the whole misery thing. You know what I'm saying? You go tie a motherfucker down in the bed, put a block between his goddamn legs and start smacking his goddamn ankles with a goddamn hammer until they write the story you fucking want. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do is fucking complain. That's the last thing I want them to do. Again, I want them to keep it an anthology. You know what? You know what you can do? You can go write your own goddamn stories. You know, go write your own goddamn book. Go put out your own fucking games. How about that? Instead of complaining about, if you don't, and they come in, I don't know what I'm going to do if they do that. You know what? You go sit your ass right in front of that goddamn TV and play the goddamn game that they put out for you. That's what the fuck you gonna do. And you gonna hop online and you gonna complain about it, or you gonna sit there and suck his dick and be like, that was the most wonderful thing ever. That's what the fuck you gonna do. That's exactly what you gonna do. People get me when they gotta hop on here and start complaining about what people doing. If you don't like it, shut the fuck up about it and go on and move on and do something else. They not making, they got this right here. You keep falling for it. They bring up the shit with the predatory pricing and all this other shit with the pre-order packages and all this other shit. Why are you complaining about it? You went out and bought it. Everybody know you went out and bought it because you playing with the character with the stupid fucking hat on. That's the only way you get that. Yeah. Hope you enjoy your $25 hat that you get to wear in the game. You know? You know what I'm saying? The game costs you $50. You pay $25 for some bullshit cosmetic shit. Yeah, enjoy it. Dumbass. Obviously, you ain't played no Call of Duty or nothing. In the past few years, you learned to stay the fuck away from that shit. You know, goddamn. Just sit there and complain about the shit after you done already did it. Like you didn't know that they was doing it to start with. They got to turn it into a Marvel Universe. That's the last thing I want them to do. And I'm sitting there watching this shit, and they was like, well, they bring back Max. I couldn't think of her name in the last video. They bring back Max. Everybody like, oh, Max! Oh! They just jerk off all the fuck over Max. Just fucking Max come all over the goddamn place. I don't get it. I really don't. I watched Life is Strange, the first one. I didn't play it myself, but like I said, I watched the goddamn playthrough at least twice. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the attraction. Everybody's so attracted to, attached to that goddamn character. Of course, look at me. Am I supposed to get it? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, they do the same thing. Which this is another thing that irritates the hell out of me. I'm watching the goddamn reviews of Double Exposure. Blah, 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 blah. Hannah Tale. You know, that's not the character she playing, right? The character she playing is Max. You don't have to refer to her as fucking Hannah Tale because most people don't even fucking know that. I didn't. I know now. Y'all done drill that shit into my head. I don't even know what a Hannah Tale look like. But they keep repeating her guy. They say Hannah Tale name more than they say Max Caulfield name. It's like fucking Fallout 3. Something that actually pisses me the fuck off. Because I watch a lot of Fallout 3 content. Well, your father is named James. You know what I'm saying? And people go through the story and all this other kind of stuff. You know how it is. You watch content. go through the story, blah, 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 blah. And they never fucking refer to him as James. They refer to him as Liam Neeson. Motherfucker, that is not the character's name. That is the actor who's portraying it. Not fucking goddamn Liam Neeson. They refer to everybody in game as the name in the game until this motherfucker name like, yeah, well, Liam Neeson. What? That's some shit that irritates me. This is I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? And I watch a lot of Fallout shit because I go to sleep on that shit sometime, and something will pop up, and it's always the fucking same thing. It's fucking, and everybody does it like it's fucking original. Stop that. Yeah, but back on this fucking shit with Life is Strange. I like Life is Strange. I do. In general, I like it. Is it one of them things I just love? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't get the attraction for the first one. It's just, that game is just out of my fucking element. It's about some high school kids, some girls. You know, the story itself is fine, but you know, whatever. The second one is okay. The third one is my favorite, and I think that's the one most people don't fucking like. Well, actually, Double Exposure is the one that don't nobody like now. That has been relegated to the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? As far as I can tell, me and my rudimentary understanding of this shit, from all the reviews I done watched, and I done watched a lot of goddamn reviews over the last 3 days. And the first 2 reviews I watched were positive, and it's been a shit fest after that. You know what I'm saying? A shit fest. And it's a bunch of shit that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not, my last video explained a lot of why I don't much care for it, but, and I'm not in the mood to go into that much vitriol and dirty juice, but still, I didn't mind it once I started getting into the story, but people smarter than me, people more observant than me, people that's embedded in this shit. You know, you go through there with anything that I watch, movies, games, or whatever. You know, you go watch reviews and shit like that. They point out a bunch of shit that just went right the fuck over your head, shit that I wouldn't see. You know what I'm saying? Or notice, or care about. Any of that shit. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those 100% motherfuckers when it comes to shit like this. And I understand a lot of the shit with the game where people will talk about why people don't fucking like it. All right, okay, I get it. Parts of the story don't make sense. They started complaining about a couple of the glitches and stuff like that. Look, I play fucking Fallout and Skyrim and games like that. You ain't gonna get no sympathy from me when it comes to fucking buggy ass games. I'm sorry. You just not. There was a couple of bugs when the Let's Play that I watched, but they did a pretty good job of editing out of that. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't even have known it was some fucked up shit happened. Unless they told you, which they did a couple times. They was like, I had to edit such and such out because some bullshit was happening, whatever the fuck, and you know, whatever. Shit like that. Plot stuff, shit that don't make sense in the story. Now I'm just like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It just, but I still don't. The thing that get me, which I didn't want to go into in this video, I really didn't. I didn't want to, because my last video is full of that, and it's like it's kind of in bad taste, whatever. But you know, it's honest. I'm looking at the videos or I'm listening to the commentary. I can see why a lot of people like this. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at the video, I'm like, okay. Now it's kind of hard to tell with the women, but with some of the guys, you know, without me trying to say it, you can kind of tell, you know, it's either that, it's either they obvious in their lifestyle. That's the easiest way I can put it, or they look like somebody who ain't done a push up ever in their life. I seen two guys that was doing reviews on it. They smart dudes, you know what I'm saying? But you know, they were little young guys, like in their 20s, and they were just fucking puny. I mean, just I'm like, dude, have you done any exercise at all? You need to get off of that goddamn computer. Go lift a weight. Because if you try to lift weights, you gonna hurt yourself. Go lift a weight. I'm like, I can outlift you right now, and I'm sick as fuck. Just, bruh, get up. I'm just, it's funny that I look at shit like that, but I'm like, damn, your shoulders is barely wider than your fucking neck. Come on now. That's some petty ass shit. I know. Don't pay no attention to me. I know that's some petty ass shit, but it is what it is. Jolly Rancher. Mm-hmm. You know, but that's what I look at. I'm like, all right, who playing these games? No, is it just some bro playing these games, or just some geek? Not everybody's gonna, you know, I know everybody ain't just big jock. You know what I'm saying? It's just everybody ain't like me. You know, I got my goddamn old football sweats on from fucking 30-something years ago. So, you know, whatever. Glory days. But that shit really, besides that, it's just pisses me off when I see shit like that. I'm trying to get to the point to where I need to find some more shit to watch so I can get out of that algorithm to where it's Life is Strange all day, every day. Because I ended up watching like today, that was today. It was like 2 hours long. I ended up watching a retrospective on Life is Strange True Colors, which is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's my favorite. I like the setting of True Colors. A lot of people, I don't know. I started to go down that whole rabbit hole. All right, fuck it, I'm already on. Let me just go watch little reviews and retrospectives on all of them. Nah, actually, I want to, because I never have. Other than the one on True Colors that I saw this morning, I never watched one on the first one, and I never watched one on the second one. I watched one on the second one. I might watch another one on the third one. I'm not watching one on the first. I don't need to. I hear enough about that already, and I like the property enough to do that because she was entertaining. Life is Strange 2. Yeah, that shit just, you know, it's, you know, if you get a nice little let's play, if you find a nice little let's play and somebody that's playing the game, if you can find one without any commentary, if you just want to sit there and watch it, or you find somebody with commentary, they got some goddamn sense, because a lot of times people commentary can ruin the goddamn game for shit like this. It's nice. The second one, the third one, True Colors, nice. To me, it is. I like the second one. It's just like True Colors is like one of them things where, you know what, I want to live there. That's why I want to live. I want to go to Colorado and live in Haven goddamn Springs. That's like, for real. I'm just like, I want to go to Colorado and live in Haven goddamn Springs. That goddamn town is a motherfucker. And then somebody actually showed a town in Colorado that they based that off of, and I'm just like, shit, I get some money, I'm there, baby. Tell you that. Be out of place, because it wasn't nothing but a bunch of white people there. Hey, this motherfucker here show up, they gonna be like, what the fuck you doing here? Living motherfucker. Yeah, so I might do that, but I gotta stay away from the double exposure because people are so upset with that, and some of the takes I'm hearing on it are pissing me off. I'm upset with other people's opinion about a game I don't even fucking like. That's what I do though. But you know what I'm saying? Still, I'm just like, why am I so upset? I don't even like this game. You know what I'm saying? And then if another one come out, I'll watch somebody else play because I don't have nothing invested with it. I'm not out here spending $60 on these games. You know what I'm saying? They spend money on it. I sit down, watch one of them play it, and then after 5, 6 episodes, I have a minute it turn out to be, I listen to them either love or hate the goddamn game. And I sometimes, depending on if I get into the story, I either love or hate the person that played it, depending on the decisions they made. Because I sit there and judge people on shit like that because you're not playing it yourself. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? It's just like this game here, everybody complaining about this one guy, the video I watched earlier today. He went through the game, he played it. He went through the game and played it again, but picked the opposite shit that he picked. He picked the opposite of everything that he did in the first one. Didn't make a goddamn difference. It didn't make not much of a difference at all in the whole story. You get a different line here and there, but at the end, it's the same. I'm like, well, welcome to video games, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you expect? That they gonna have a whole goddamn 30 different endings for some shit that you pick? Nah, motherfucker, that's how that shit gonna go. They're losing the choice. It is not exclusive to goddamn Life is Strange. It's like that on Fallout. You play that shit, for the most part, it is. Some of it, you know what I'm saying? You think you picking something, no, you don't really have no choice. No matter what you pick, if you want to move forward, whatever it is, you can say yes, no, maybe so. It don't matter. There's only one way to go. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with them games. It just don't get mad. It's just the way the fuck it is. What the hell? My eyelash hit the inside of the damn lens and that done fucked up. God damn it. Hate that. Or some sweat. It might have been some sweat. These ugly ass glasses. There we go. Yeah, so that's it for that. That's all I wanted to talk about with that right there. Because at this point, I'm tapped out on Life is Strange 2. Electric Boogaloo. Double exposure. I'm tapped out on that. I don't want to hear shit else about Max Cofield or Sophie or whoever the fuck until the next game come out, if it come out. Because I heard some shit that they it's January, like last month. The game came out in October, so in December, I think it was, right before Christmas, they was laying motherfuckers off. I think 20%, about 20% of the staff, they done laid off, including the 2 top directors. It was a director of something and the director of something. I'm like, shit, you can't even make the game without them 2. Shit. The director, I can't remember exactly. It was the director of something and the director of something. I'm like, them the 2 motherfuckers in control of making the whole goddamn game. If they laid them off, then what the fuck? So y'all might not have to worry about nobody being a Marvel villain or them trying to create some goddamn Marvel verse out of this shit. I kind of hope they do, just to piss these people off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you gonna do? Stop these people from making money with they IP? You know what I'm saying? You gonna stop them from making money with their IP? They got an idea. That's probably what they did. They probably laid off a bunch of motherfuckers. They finna bring in some motherfuckers that's about to do what they want to do, and probably cut out, a bunch of the gay shit they keep sticking in these goddamn games. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what they finna do. Because I was watching the videos today on it, and even when I was watching the thing, it's funny. I guess they in this bar, right? I don't know, bowling alley bar, whatever the fuck they in there. It's funny how every time you talk to somebody, it's a rainbow flag. It finds its way in the frame, in the back there. Rainbow flag. You look at somebody from this angle, bam, rainbow flag. I'm just like, just not subtle at all. I mean, you can't be, you see that I'm going back in this shit from my last video. I said I wasn't going to do it. Let me shut the fuck up. Anyway, let me go find something. I got to find something else to watch on YouTube. I got to find something else to watch. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Shit.